When you're finished with the questions, please pass them forward and open up.
Hey, I'm right here.
I think I might push my luck. Did you say that you got nothing else to do?
I'm Fernando Escobar for FabTV, and I'm sitting here with Charlie Plummer for the first time ever. Awesome to meet you.
Good to meet you too, man.
Man, you were in the zone. And
I appreciate it.
schizophrenia is it's such a powerful disorder and disease. How did you manage to get into this character, like really get in the way you did?
I mean, for me, it always starts from a place of like, okay, what do I not know, right? As an actor, what do I need to know that I don't? And most of the time, that's a crazy long list of things. And I think for this specific experience, that was even made somewhat longer than maybe most experiences for me, just based on the fact that this is a kid who is obviously, in the midst of dealing with his recently diagnosed schizophrenia, but also that this is a kid who spent hours and hours and hours of his life cooking and really entrenched in that world as well. So that was really kind of the first step of the whole thing for me, was just trying to educate myself as much on the mental health side of things, but also really trying to get time in, so to make it seem like this guy really does want to make food for the rest of his life, and that really is his happy place. I think they were almost equally important, because I think without one, then the other doesn't work at all either, in the course of the movie. So that was really the place I started with first, and just doing everything I could to educate myself as best as I could be.
Do you feel like sometimes we do see some people, like when we're going through things, like we'll see somebody like for a moment while we go through a tough time or a weird time?
I mean, yeah, I think the human brain is fascinating, and I think that, I believe people when they have experiences of feeling as though, someone is with them. Or I think what was interesting with me and understanding with schizophrenia is that having the understanding that the person who's experiencing this is aware that what they're seeing isn't real, but at the same time, in their first person view, it seems 100% real, and it is 100% real. It doesn't just seem it is. And I think that was something that was really interesting, an experience that I've never had, in terms of visually seeing something that I know for a fact isn't there for everyone else to see, but absolutely looks like it's there to me. But yeah, I think everyone can have that experience to maybe some degree, but there really is nothing like coming to grips with this, I think, at the same time.
Do you think your theater experience and the shoe on top of your head attitude helped you be such a bold badass in this film?
I appreciate that. I don't know if I would ever consider myself a bold badass in any sense, in any film or otherwise, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I think my dad will be really happy to hear you say that, because he always used to do the shoe on the head game with me. But that's the theater training, is always something that I definitely fall back on somewhat. I mean, I shouldn't even call it training. I really was just in theater productions quite a bit when I was younger, but nothing like going to Juilliard or anything like that. But yeah, I definitely do. And I think for this movie, even so much of finding so much strength in the rest of the cast. And I feel like that's something you do learn in theater. Finding your strength with the rest of your cast. That was something that was really important. And that came in the form of Taylor and Walton and Molly and AnnaSophia and Devin and Lobo. I mean, really that whole core group. They were just there all the time. And I think when you're making a movie about something that is, a tough thing to make a movie about and is really emotional and all that stuff, you really need to be able to lean on those guys if you have them. So I was just lucky I did. But yeah.
Charlie, thank you very much. I enjoyed the film, and I'm going to watch it again with my friends.
Oh, thank you so much. I love your Baby Yoda. I'm a huge fan.
You got it. What Baby Yoda?
Hey, man, we all got one somewhere. I wish I had mine around, but
Thanks a lot. Thank
See you
you.
next time. You too, man. You too.
All right. Peace.